Living in my head, breathing in the noise. The struggle's like an open mouth without a voice. So here's to you and I, canary down the mine. That's all this was, a warning sign, a warning sign.
Ready for some more Corner of the Galaxy? Don't forget to head over to the website for all the latest podcasts, news, and more. Visit us online at cornerofthegalaxy.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Corner of the Galaxy on cornerofthegalaxy.com. Very honored and lucky to catch up with our next guest who has come in at the beginning of the season and filled a hole in the LA Galaxy's defense and done a very good job at it. Please welcome for the very first time, Nathan Smith. Nate, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me, Josh.
I have to imagine, Nate, that it's been a little bit of a whirlwind for you. What have the last couple of months been like for you? You signed with the senior team. Now you are a pretty much a locked-in starter. How do you look back on the last couple of months?
It's a blessing. Honestly, I'm really grateful for the opportunity the club's given me to be able to play with the second team last year and then give me my chance with the first team this year.
I mean, is it a big transition for you? I have to imagine you go from college to LA Galaxy 2, now up to the senior team in the LA Galaxy. What's the major difference between all of these steps? Have you noticed it at all, or have you taken it in stride?
I think I've taken it in stride, but I'd say the biggest difference is just the quality of players from 18 or from 28 to 1. Is the difference from like practice every day with the guys like Ashley and Gio and Romain, and then playing games against guys like Fernando Adi or Diego Laveri.
Yeah, I mean, talk to me a little bit about Fernando Adi. The guy's a skyscraper. He's huge. What do you have to do? Obviously, I'm not going to say you're the tallest guy in the world. Don't worry, I'm not the tallest guy in the world either. But what goes through your mind when you have to face somebody like him?
Just to make sure that I'm on the little things to take my advantage of going against someone that's obviously bigger and stronger than me.
And how much have the rest of the guys around you helped you? You talk about Daniel Stairs obviously playing right next to you. You got Yella next to him, and then you have Ashley Cole. I mean, you have two very experienced defenders, and one of them is possibly one of the greatest defenders in the last generation with Ashley Cole. How much have you learned from those guys?
Oh, yeah, they're great. They help me so much with just everyday things to, communication, my positioning. So having them helps me tremendously and makes me look a lot better by having them next to me.
We've looked at you. We've seen your game. Obviously, for most of us who don't get to watch LA Galaxy 2 games all the time last year, although I did and definitely saw you playing. What has been sort of the growth of your game from LA Galaxy 2 to LA Galaxy? What have you seen as something that has developed from last year to this year?
I think the thing that I've developed from this game, playing with the second team last year's experience is a huge part of it, and just my precision on the ball. I think I've gotten a lot sharper from playing a year round, whereas in the college game I was only playing for 3 months at a time, and then we'd have to take a break. So just playing for 11 months nonstop just got me a lot sharper.
You left UCLA after your junior year, I think I have that right. What was sort of the impetus of that? Why make that decision then to leave UCLA and join LA Galaxy 2?
I thought it was the right time. I had talked with Jovan, and he thought it was the right time for me to develop as a player and get in the right environment. It was a good environment at UCLA, but it just wasn't the day-to-day professional environment.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's obviously you talked about that and getting the experience, the everyday play. Cardinalfo was a big fan of that. Whenever I used to talk to him at LA Galaxy 2, he used to say, you get these guys that come out of college or, you get them from the academy team and now they have to play, in a man's league. You have to show up every day. It's a profession that you're trying to create and sort of cultivate from these players. You think that that's what happened, and obviously you got to work with Kurt at LA Galaxy too. Do you think that's helped you moving forward now with him being the senior team coach and you being on the senior team?
Yeah, definitely. It was huge last year having Kurt as my coach, and then this year having him as my coach as well. The trust is there between us, and I understand how he wants the game to be played, so I can just go out there and have fun and play.
You know, you showed some skill out there as well. I know a lot of listeners would yell at me if I didn't ask you about your skill and sort of your confidence. I mean, you can see the skill on the ball. You're having fun out there. I mean, it looks like you're smiling on when you're not being pushed into the sideboards. I guess it should be. It looks like you've been having a lot of fun out there. Where does this confidence come? Where does the skill sort of play into your game?
The guys on the team give me all the confidence in the world. But I mean, Kurt believes in me, so it just allows me to go out there and be confident.
What's an off date for you, Nate? What do you like to do for fun when you're not playing soccer for the LA Galaxy?
Well, right now, still going to school, so it's not too fun. But probably read a couple chapters of a book or do some homework.
That doesn't sound like that much fun. I understand. Yeah, I understand. You finishing up school, that's an important part of it, and clearly, I'm sure you're looking forward to the day when you get to be 100% a professional soccer player and don't have to be a student anymore. But realistically, what is it that you need to see that needs to get better from your game right now? What is one thing that you're focusing on?
I think I focus on 1v1 defending. I think if I can be better and win my battle each game, it helps position the team win. And if I'm continue to just be good and complete my pass on the ball.
We've seen you at left back. I'm sorry. I said we were going to see you at left back. We've seen you at right back. Which is your better position? Which one do you prefer, or do you care?
To be honest, I don't. I'm dominantly right-footed, but I played a decent amount of left back when I was in the academy.
Right.
I played left back recently, and at UCLA, I had a couple of games at left back. So either side I'm comfortable with, but my right foot's a little stronger than my left, so I'd say right side.
Yeah, right side seems to be sort of a good fit for you there, and at least that's what it looks like. You have a really long road trip coming up. Obviously, the LA Galaxy facing off against Orlando on Saturday. That's a noon p.m. kickoff time. It's a nationally televised game. What do you have to do first of all? What are you learning about cross-country road trips and what you have to do to prepare for that?
I think just take each day really serious. A lot of water and hydration, and just continue to eat the right things and just prepare for the game mentally as we go on the flight and as the days come.
A lot of stuff is made about the LA Galaxy and the nutritional program they've had. I wonder, for a young player like you, obviously you've been in some professional environments, and I certainly don't want to minimize that, but how important is it now? You have the nutritionist with LA Galaxy 2, with LA Galaxy, you're getting that information. How much of that do you take to heart? How much have you learned from just having those people around?
I learned a lot. I mean, I know that diet is a huge factor in remaining healthy and staying on the field. So I take all that our nutritionists have to say to heart and try to follow that as strictly as I can.
Do they make you eat any weird things, though? Like, are they like, this is the best thing for you? Is there anything that comes to mind whenever I say, do they make you eat weird things?
No, I wouldn't say they make us eat anything too weird.
That's no fun.
Standard.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's no fun, Nate. You probably eat bananas and stuff. I was hoping there would be like some magic fruit that we could all hear that you say that you eat that gives you all the power to be a defender, and then we could all take it and be a defender. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I mean, I just started Beet Juice.
Beet Juice.
Yeah, I've been drinking that pretty frequently now. That would be the weirdest thing.
How does that taste?
I can't really describe it, the taste. It's just one of those things I guess you have to try.
Everybody's going to go out there and try Beet Juice now. That's the thing the podcast is going to get everybody going for. All right, we'll talk a little bit about this Orlando game. Obviously, LA Galaxy coming off a very important, I think, in a confidence way, a win over the Montreal Impact, a 2-0 win. Obviously, Montreal goes down to 10 men at the end of the first half, but still a game that I felt that you guys controlled well, and the defense got a shutout. What do you have to do against Orlando, knowing that they're unbeaten at home? This is a team that's on a sort of a roll right now. They've gotten 9 points out of 3 games that they've played at their new stadium. So what kind of mindset do you have to take in there, and what do you have to do to be successful against Orlando?
I think we got to go in there with a shutout mentality and just be hard to play against, make it hard for them to do the little things right.
And, like I said, your first long road trip, what is it with Orlando, and in particular, you think that you're going to that's going to be the hardest thing that you're going to have to overcome on this road trip in terms of, physicality, mental preparedness? What's the most important part to this Orlando game?
I think definitely rest. I think it's a long plane ride. Now we get a good night's sleep the night after, and just make sure that we're fueled up.
Yeah,
I think that'll be an important role.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be good. Again, the LA Galaxy face off against Orlando City at noon on Fox, nationally televised Fox and Fox Deportes. Nate, certainly want to thank you for stopping by. We wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll have you on the podcast again very soon. All right, buddy?
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. There we go. There's Nate Smith, LA Galaxy defender. Nate Smith on the show. Always great to have him there. All right, we're going to take a break. Whenever we get back, more LA Galaxy talk right here on cornerofthegalaxy.com. Don't go anywhere.